If you are to choose a project topic for your research today, what factors will you consider? Let me know them in the comment section. Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Grace and I make videos like this just to help medical students navigate their way through school. And yeah, if you're a 400 level student or a 500 level student studying medical laboratory science in any Nigerian university, then this video is for you. Because in today's video, I'll be sharing with you 5 things you need to consider before choosing your project topic. And this applies to those who get to choose their project topics and take it to their supervisor for approval. But if your supervisor has to give you a project topic or has to assign a project topic to you, then this video does not apply to you. One thing you should understand is that choosing your project topic, it goes a long way in determining how effective you carry out that project. And the first thing I'll be talking about today, that is the first question you need to ask yourself when choosing your project topic, is how realistic is this study? So now, you might actually have ideas, inspiration in your head, but when you put it out in writing, you find out that this doesn't make sense. It's not doable, it's not feasible in Nigeria, and as well, the resources to do this is not even available. So this is one thing you have to consider. Is this even realistic? Can this be done? Is this even possible? What you have in your head, does it make sense? And all that. These are questions you need to ask yourself before choosing your project topic. And the next thing now you have to consider is the cost. And when I talk about cost, there are a lot of things that is embedded inside of this cost. So now you have to factor in the cost of reagents, the cost of transportation, the cost of running this test on each your entire study population. Because now when you're talking about carrying out a study, you're factoring in your study population, because you're not just running a test on just one person. You're doing it for an entire study population. And if you have to travel to do this test or to carry out this research, you have to factor in how much that will cost you. That is moving from one location to another. If you have to buy reagents, you have to know how much will the reagents cost. How much will it cost to run a test on one person? Talk more of running for your entire study population. So these are things you have to factor in, because you might just be thinking about just your reagents, without realizing that there are a lot of other things that may add up in the long run and make the entire project to be very expensive. I'll always just say, if it's something that you can afford, then you can definitely go for it. But if you check and see that this is going to cost you a lot of money, it is better you go for something that is cheaper, something that is more affordable. So, and yeah, this is relative, but this is something you need to factor in, because you might choose a project topic because it seems so interesting, it sounds very cheesy, and then along the line you may not be able to further it because of the expenses involved. And the third question you have to ask yourself is there any past work that's been done on this topic that you need to cite? So yeah, this is very important, and this is something that people tend to overlook. And trust me, when you start writing your chapter 2 literature review and your discussion section, you will be needing this references. You'll be needing to cite this different work. And when writing, you don't actually go for works or studies that's been done in the past 20 years, 30 years and all that. You go for a recent study. So if you just come up with something in your head without really browsing, checking it online to see if there are similar works, you don't intend to copy someone's topic. That's not your aim, but you're trying to find something that is similar to your work, so that when it's time to cite these people, it will be easy for you. But when you find a topic and then you realize that the studies that you're seeing, that you intend to cite, was done 20 years ago, or maybe you're not even seeing anything, it's going to be very, very problematic for you who is doing that research. So this is something you have to consider. And the next thing you have to ask yourself is, do you have any idea on how this work is being done? So let's say you find a topic, like for example now, evaluation of C-reactive protein in pregnant women with preeclampsia, and you just take it like that for approval and all that, without understanding what is involved, without understanding what is expected of you, you're going to encounter a lot of problems along the way. So yeah, when you come up with a topic, you really have to check if you actually understand what this topic is talking about. You have to dissect, everything in that topic. So there are certain terms that you have to consider: the C-reactive protein, the pregnant women with preeclampsia. So you can ask yourself certain questions like, are you trying to check how preeclampsia affects the C-reactive protein in pregnant women, or are you trying to check the C-reactive protein levels in pregnant women in their different trimesters, or in their gravidity, or just a lot of things, honestly. And this does not just apply to this particular it doesn't apply to chemistry, it doesn't apply to one specialty, it applies to all other specialties in medical laboratory science, every project topic, because it helps you when you're doing your practical aspect. You find out that you understand what is happening, you understand what is expected of you, you understand how to go about it, you understand even how to run the practical itself. So that is the importance of this. And the last thing here to factor in is your interest. So yeah, I know you might be telling yourself, the things I wrote down, these other things have ruled it out, and you're probably just left with very few. And that's really the idea. The idea is for you to have a lot of options, so that by the time you've factored in these other ones which actually come before your interest, the ones that are left, the few options that are left, you now check which of these am I interested in. Because if you don't have interest in what you're doing, you're not going to be motivated to continue. You're not going to be motivated to even do that thing, to learn something from it. You're just going to be doing it for the hell of doing it. But if it's a topic that you're interested in, you find out that you have the zeal to continue, you want to learn, you want to explore more, you want to find out things just because you actually have interest in this topic. So these are the things you have to consider when doing your project. And honestly, if I knew what I know now, I would have done things differently, and I would have considered all these factors before choosing my own project topic. And I really hope that you actually learned something from this. I hope that this video, these things, it made sense to you. I hope that you get to apply it when you get to that point, or when you get to that stage. And if you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, because it helps to spread to more people who might find it helpful as well. And you can share this video to other people who you think may also be in need of something like this. And you can also subscribe to this channel, because it's really dedicated to just helping you out and just serving you. Just please subscribe to this channel. And if you have questions, things that you're not clarified on, you can leave them in the comment section. And if you also have ideas, things you'd like me to talk about regarding this topic, regarding project and all that, please leave them in the comment section, and I'll definitely make videos on that. And I will see you in my next video.